A Duluth man has been charged with murder, accused of stabbing his wife to death. 37-year-old Corddarro Cope was charged with second-degree murder today in court. He is accused of stabbing his wife, 41-year-old Anissa Cope, in their home. According to court documents, a witness called 911 on Saturday night after hearing a woman screaming for help at an apartment in the Lincoln Park neighborhood. She then witnessed Corddarro Cope leave the apartment in his wife's truck. When officers arrived, they found the victim with numerous fatal stab wounds. Authorities put out an alert for Anissa's truck, which was eventually spotted on I-35 in Carlton County. When Cope was arrested, deputies noted he had blood on his hands, stomach, and clothes. After obtaining a search warrant, investigators also found a knife sitting in a bowl of water and Corddarro's wedding ring on the kitchen counter inside their apartment. Bail is set at $750,000. He's expected back in court at the end of July.